So we have started working in Jupyter Notebook in Python. So I would like to create the log of all of the things that we are doing in this thing, and I want to save this my notebook on some cloud versioning systems, for example GitHub or Bitbucket. I'm using GitHub for this thing. I assume you have little knowledge of Git and GitHub or any version control system is enough. If you don't know anything about this, then I have a nice course, that is a Git crash course, that is present on Udemy. You can get the link in the description. And in this course is actually a kind of crash course, and I have explained what are the things that you need to get started with GitHub, and that are necessary, and that is enough for the basic level usage of the GitHub. So you can explore this course later on. So right now we know that we have created a folder Python fundamentals, and inside it we have a single notebook file. So let's open this folder Python fundamentals that are present in our documents folder. So I have installed the git bash already in my system, so I'll be clicking here, right click and git bash here. I'll be opening in this thing, and to create this very folder as a git repository, you'll have to use this command git init, and you can see that you have folder.git with you, and this folder is right now monitored by version control system. So by looking at the status command of git, so you can see here every file is an untracked file, and to track the changes in this file, you'll first have to add this file by using git add dot command, and you'll be adding this file to the staging area. And to take the snapshot of current moment of time of this file, you'll be using git commit command, and you can add a message, for example your first commit, and when you press enter, you can see that this is the first snapshot of your current git repository. Okay, so now if we look at the status now, what do we get? So on branch master, nothing to commit, working tree clean. So we have not changed anything. If we would be changing anything into our file, for example you write print another thing, okay, and once we run this cell, let's see if GitHub tracked something. Okay, we have not saved this file, so print control S and your file is now saved. And let's see by git status command. Okay, so it found out that this file is modified as we have entered a new print statement in this thing, so it is asking you to commit this thing. So for that, the process is in simple: git add dot git commit -m, then a message, for example second commit. Okay, so now if you check the status, it is showing to you that on branch master, nothing to commit, working tree clean. So I want this my local folder to get synchronized with GitHub, so I have my GitHub account with me. So let's create a new repository, and we can name it Python fundamentals. Okay, nice. This name is available in the GitHub. So we are making this repository public. We can add a readme file, that is again a markdown template. We can add the git ignore file. What these things are, these things are more explained in my other course that I have just showed you, the git crash course that is present on Udemy. So once you click here, the create repository, you can see that these are the two set of blocks that you will be getting with the commands. If you do not have created any folder in your local system, you can use these set of commands I showed you, the git init command and then git add, git commit. Okay, so we have the existing folder with us, so we'll have to use only these commands. So we are only referencing the uh, location where this directory should be synchronized. So just paste this command, then press enter. The next command is the branch on which this folder should synchronize. We can have multiple branches in our repository. And the third command is the push command. The push command is actually the one that uploads the local contents to the remote repository. So we have entered this command and all of the local directory would get synchronized with the remote one in the GitHub. So it has uploaded all the data. So if we'll be refreshing this thing, okay, you can see that my notebook is uploaded to GitHub. You can use this as a portfolio, and or can use it as a personal diary for later reference, that what are your codes that you just did. Okay, so you can see that our notebook is uploaded to GitHub. That's a very nice thing. So let's change something in our local notebook and see if those changes are reflected in the GitHub. So for example, I am adding a new print statement. For example, this line is for GitHub, and then when I press shift enter, this is the thing that is displayed here. Okay, so last checkpoint is 4 minutes ago. So let me save this file up. So you can see that the file has been saved, and let's say what my status is inside the folder. Okay, so it knows that the file has been modified. I'll first be adding this thing into staging area, then I'll be committing this thing. This is my third commit, and once we have completed all this thing, we will have to upload this thing, and for that we'll be using git push -u origin master. Okay, actually it's -u origin master. Okay, so my local files are uploaded into the GitHub. Now I can see the status, nothing to commit, working directory clean. So let's see if the changes are reflected into this GitHub repository. Yes, there is a third commit, and let me see if the notebook is also updated. So this was the line that we just added, and see if it is present in, yeah, it is present in our GitHub file. So this is all about how to integrate your Jupyter notebook with GitHub. GitHub actually helps you build a portfolio, and all your notes are present in one centralized place on a cloud service like GitHub or Bitbucket, and it helps you a lot when you tries to show your work to someone. Okay, so this is all from today's. Thank you very much.